My dear friends, let us begin by understanding what we mean by the discipline of the mind. It is not, as some might imagine, a rigid control or suppression of thoughts. Rather, it is the art of directing your consciousness, of becoming the master of your inner world. You see, your mind is the most powerful tool you possess. It is the bridge between the formless realm of infinite possibility and the world of form that you experience. Now you might ask, Neville, why is it so important to discipline the mind? And to this I say, because your mind is the creator of your reality. Every experience you have, every circumstance in your life is a direct reflection of your mental activity. Your thoughts, beliefs, and imagination are not mere responses to the world around you, but the very substance from which your world is formed. Imagine, if you will, that your mind is like a garden. Every thought you think, every belief you hold is like a seed planted in this garden. If you allow your mind to run wild, planting seeds indiscriminately, is it any wonder that your life becomes a tangled jungle of experiences, some desired and some not? But when you learn to discipline your mind, you become the master gardener of your own existence, carefully choosing which seeds to plant and nurture. This, my dear friends, is the power of a disciplined mind. It is the ability to consciously choose your thoughts, to direct your imagination, and to hold steadfastly to the beliefs that serve your highest good. It is through this discipline that you harness the creative power of the universe itself. But how, you may wonder, does one begin to discipline the mind? It starts with awareness. Become the observer of your own thoughts. Notice the constant chatter of your mind, the stream of judgments, worries, and speculations that flow through your consciousness. This awareness is the first step towards mastery. As you observe your thoughts, you will likely notice how often your mind dwells on the negative, on fears, doubts, and limitations. This is not your fault. It is simply the conditioned pattern of the human mind. But now, armed with awareness, you have the power to change this pattern. The next step in disciplining your mind is to consciously choose your thoughts. When you catch your mind wandering into negative territory, gently but firmly redirect it. Choose thoughts that align with your desires, with your highest vision for yourself. This is not about forced positive thinking, but about aligning your mind with the truth of your divine nature. Remember, you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind the thoughts. You are the chooser of the thoughts. This understanding is crucial in the discipline of the mind. It gives you the power to step back from the constant mental chatter and choose which thoughts to engage with and which to let pass by. Now let us delve deeper into the practice of mental discipline. One of the most powerful tools at your disposal is your imagination. Your imagination is not some fanciful daydreaming, but the very creative power of the universe expressing through you. When you learn to discipline your imagination, you gain the ability to shape your reality at will. Begin by setting aside time each day to consciously use your imagination. Create a scene in your mind that implies the fulfillment of your desire. If you desire health, see yourself engaging in activities that a healthy person would. If you desire wealth, see yourself living in a state of wealth. Make these imaginal acts as vivid and real as possible. Engage all your senses. Feel the reality of your desire fulfilled. As you practice this disciplined use of imagination, you are impressing upon your subconscious mind the reality of your desire. And your subconscious, being the faithful servant that it is, will begin to bring about circumstances and experiences that match this inner image. But mental discipline goes beyond just positive thinking or creative visualization. It involves mastering your emotional states as well. Your emotions are intricately linked with your thoughts, and together they create the vibration that you emit into the universe. Learn to cultivate emotions that align with your desires. If you wish to experience love, cultivate the feeling of love within yourself. If you desire success, nurture the feeling of accomplishment and satisfaction. These emotions are not reactions to external circumstances, but choices you make in each moment. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Neville, it's not easy to control my emotions. Sometimes they seem to overwhelm me. To this, I say, you are right, it is not always easy. but it is always possible. The key lies in understanding that your emotions follow your thoughts. By disciplining your thoughts, you gain mastery over your emotions. When you find yourself in the grip of a negative emotion, pause, take a deep breath, and remind yourself of your true nature. Say to yourself, I am calm. I am in control. I am the master of my mind. Feel the truth of these statements resonating in your being. This simple practice can shift your emotional state in an instant. As you continue to practice mental discipline, you will find that it becomes easier and more natural. What once required conscious effort will become second nature. Your mind will naturally gravitate towards thoughts that serve your highest good. But make no mistake, the discipline of the mind is not a one-time achievement, but an ongoing practice. Just as an athlete must continuously train to maintain peak performance, so must you continuously practice mental discipline to maintain mastery over your inner world. Now let us address a common challenge in the practice of mental discipline: the persistence of unwanted thoughts and beliefs. You may find that even as you strive to direct your mind towards positive thoughts, old patterns of thinking resurface. Do not be discouraged by this. It is a natural part of the process. Think of your mind as a river that has been flowing in a certain direction for years. When you begin to change the course of this river, it may initially resist trying to return to its familiar path. But with persistent effort, you can redirect the flow. Each time you consciously choose a new thought, you are carving a new channel for this river to flow. Remember, the goal is not to never have a negative thought again. That would be an impossible and unnecessary standard. The goal is to become aware of your thoughts, to not be controlled by them, and to have the power to choose which thoughts to engage with and which to let go. As you deepen your practice of mental discipline, you may notice changes in your external world. Circumstances that once seemed challenging may resolve themselves with ease. Opportunities that align with your desires may begin to appear. This is not coincidence, but the natural result of your disciplined mind shaping your reality. But here's a crucial point to understand. The discipline of your mind is not about controlling external circumstances. It's about mastering your inner world. When you achieve this inner mastery, the outer world naturally conforms to match your inner state. This is the law of your being. Now let's explore how the discipline of the mind manifests in your daily life. It's not just about sitting in meditation or doing visualization exercises. It's about bringing this awareness and control into every moment of your day. When you truly discipline your mind, you become more present in each moment. You are no longer at the mercy of your wandering thoughts, but fully engaged in your experiences. This presence brings a richness and depth to your life that cannot be achieved when your mind is constantly racing to the past or future. Mental discipline also manifests in how you respond to challenges and setbacks. When you have mastery over your mind, you no longer react impulsively to external stimuli. Instead, you pause, choose your response consciously, and act from a place of inner calm and wisdom. This doesn't mean you will never feel negative emotions or face difficulties. But it does mean that you have the power to choose how you interpret and respond to these experiences. You have the ability to find the lesson, the opportunity for growth in every situation. As you continue on this journey of mental discipline, you will likely encounter moments of doubt or frustration. There may be times when it feels like you're not making progress, or when old patterns seem to reassert themselves with renewed strength. In these moments, do not despair. These are not setbacks, but opportunities for even deeper transformation. Remember, every moment is a new beginning. No matter what thoughts you've had in the past, no matter how undisciplined your mind may have been, you always have the power to choose again in this moment. This is the beauty and power of mental discipline. It is always available to you, always waiting for you to claim it. Let us address a question that often arises. Neville, how can I maintain mental discipline when the world around me seems chaotic or negative? This is a beautiful question, for it points to the true power of a disciplined mind. You see, the discipline of your mind is not dependent on external circumstances. In fact, it is in challenging times that mental discipline becomes most crucial and powerful. When the world around you seems chaotic, your disciplined mind becomes an anchor of calm and clarity. Imagine you're in the storm-tossed sea. The waves of circumstance may be crashing all around you, but with a disciplined mind, you remain steady. You know that you are not at the mercy of the storm, but the creator of your own reality. You understand that the outer world is a reflection of your inner state, and so you focus on maintaining inner calm and clarity. This is not about denying or ignoring the challenges around you. It's about choosing where to place your attention and energy. A disciplined mind allows you to acknowledge the reality of your current circumstances while simultaneously holding the vision of your desired reality. As you practice this mental discipline in challenging times, you become a beacon of light in the darkness. Your calm, your clarity, your unwavering focus on your desired reality begins to influence those around you. You become a living demonstration of the power of a disciplined mind. Now let us delve deeper into the practice of mental discipline. One powerful technique is the use of affirmations. These are not mere positive statements, but declarations of your true nature and desired reality. When you say, "I am successful" or "I am loved," you are not trying to convince yourself of something that isn't true. Rather, you are aligning yourself with the truth of your being at the deepest level. The key to effective affirmations lies in feeling the truth of the statements as you say them. Don't just repeat the words mechanically. Feel the reality of what you're saying. Let it resonate in every cell of your being. This is how you impress these truths upon your subconscious mind. Another powerful tool in mental discipline is meditation. But understand, meditation is not about emptying your mind of all thoughts. It's about becoming the observer of your thoughts. It's about creating space between you and your thoughts so that you can choose which thoughts to engage with and which to let pass by. Start with just a few minutes each day. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. As thoughts arise, simply observe them without judgment. Don't try to push them away or hold on to them. Just let them pass like clouds in the sky. This practice strengthens your ability to be the master of your mind rather than its slave. As you continue to practice mental discipline, you may find that your perception of time begins to shift. You become more fully present in each moment, no longer constantly rehashing the past or worrying about the future. This presence brings a richness and depth to your life that cannot be achieved when your mind is undisciplined. Remember, the goal of mental discipline is not to never have a negative thought or emotion. That would be an impossible and unnecessary standard. The goal is to have the awareness and the power to choose your thoughts and emotions consciously, to align them with your highest vision for yourself and your life. Now, let us address something that many of you may be experiencing as you embark on this journey of mental discipline. You may find that as you begin to take control of your mind, certain aspects of your life begin to change. Relationships may shift, opportunities may arise, challenges may dissolve. Do not be alarmed by these changes. They are the natural result of your inner transformation. You see, as you discipline your mind, you are literally changing the frequency at which you vibrate. And in doing so, you naturally attract experiences and circumstances that match this new vibration. Trust in this process. Trust that as you align your mind with your highest good, everything in your experience must shift to reflect this alignment. Let us now explore how mental discipline manifests in your interactions with others. When you have mastery over your own mind, you no longer react impulsively to others' words or actions. Instead, you respond from a place of inner calm and wisdom. You understand that others' behavior is a reflection of their own mental state, not a determinant of your own. This doesn't mean you become passive or allow others to treat you poorly. On the contrary, mental discipline gives you the clarity to set healthy boundaries and the strength to maintain them. But you do so from a place of understanding and compassion rather than anger or resentment. As you practice mental discipline in your interactions, you may find that your relationships become more harmonious. Conflicts that once seemed insurmountable may resolve themselves with ease. This is because you are no longer adding fuel to the fire of discord with your own uncontrolled thoughts and emotions. But remember, the goal of mental discipline is not to control others or manipulate your environment. It's about mastering your own inner world. When you achieve this inner mastery, your outer world naturally conforms to match your inner state. This is the law of your being. Now, I want to address something that many of you may be feeling as you hear these words. You may be thinking, Neville, this all sounds wonderful, but it seems so difficult. How can I possibly achieve this level of mental discipline? To this I say, start where you are. Mental discipline is not something you achieve all at once. It's a practice, a way of being that you cultivate day by day, moment by moment. Begin by simply becoming aware of your thoughts. Notice without judgment. This awareness alone is a powerful step towards mastery. Then start small. Perhaps you can begin your day by consciously choosing a positive thought to focus on. Throughout your day, when you catch your mind wandering into negative territory, gently redirect it to this positive thought. It may feel challenging at first, but persist. With practice, it will become easier and more natural. As you practice these small acts of mental discipline, you are creating new neural pathways in your brain. You are training your mind to default to positive, empowering thoughts rather than negative, limiting ones. Over time, these small acts accumulate, transforming your entire mental life. Remember, my dear friends, that you're always the master of your mind, even if you haven't been exercising that mastery. Your thoughts do not control you. You are the thinker of the thoughts. This understanding is crucial in the discipline of the mind. It gives you the power to shape your mental landscape at will. As we near the end of our time together, I want to impress upon you the transformative power of mental discipline. It is not merely a self-help technique or a way to feel better about yourself. It is a fundamental shift in consciousness that has the power to revolutionize your entire experience of life. When you truly master your mind, you align with the creative power of the universe. You open yourself to the infinite possibilities that exist in every moment. You become a conscious co-creator with the divine, shaping your reality from a place of clarity and power. But remember, this journey of mental discipline is not a destination to be reached, but a path to be walked every day. It requires your commitment, your attention, your willingness to choose again and again, even when it feels challenging. Trust in this process. Trust in the law that states your outer world must conform to your inner state. As you cultivate discipline within your mind, your world must and will reflect this mastery back to you. It is inevitable. It is law. In closing, I urge you to make the discipline of your mind your highest priority. Let it be the foundation upon which you build your life. For in doing so, you are not only transforming your own experience, but contributing to the elevation of all consciousness. Remember, you are the master of your mind. You are the creator of your reality. You have within you the power to shape your world through the disciplined use of your consciousness. Embrace this truth. Live from this truth. And watch as miracles unfold in your life. Go forth now with this knowledge and power. Practice mental discipline diligently. Choose your thoughts consciously in every moment. And know with absolute certainty that as you master your mind, your world must and will transform to reflect this mastery. You are blessed. You are powerful. You are the master of your mind and the creator of your reality. Now go and live from this truth. It is your birthright. It is your destiny. It is done. Thank you. And may you be filled with the infinite power of your disciplined mind.